Good morning and welcome to the Lebanese town of Byblos, which is where I've been staying for the last week on the shores of the Mediterranean. And yeah, today we're just going to be going around Byblos, having a little insight into my Lebanese day-to-day life. And as always, the best way to start any day, and what I do every day here in Byblos, the reason I transferred here for a world record fee from Beirut, is swimming in the sea. Look at this. So after a short swim every morning, just to waken me up, start my day properly, I just sit here in the sun for 10 minutes, soak up the sunlight. Oh, so that parrot's probably angry because parrots need human contact like 5-6 hours a day, and every time I walk to the beach, he's just sitting out there in that cage on his own. Yeah, he's probably a bit frustrated. Okay, so when I get home from the beach, the first thing I'm doing is making a tea. And as we're here, I'll give you a little tour. Look at this, my Airbnb is a home gym, which I've taken into my own hands. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess in here, not gonna lie. I don't usually spend much time where I'm out most of the day, but I've got a day off today. This is my bedroom. Also an absolute tip, I'm uploading a YouTube video on Lebanese internet connection. It's on 13% in 36 hours. That's the pain I go through to get videos up in countries with snail grade internet. In here I've just got a kitchen which I'm kind of using to store camera stuff. Make food here. It's also where I brush my teeth, wash. This is where I go for a wee or use the shower. I've just had a shower, but for obvious reasons I didn't film that. And yeah, that's the apartment. Finished making my tea now. This statue gnome priesty thing scares the daylights out of me every time I see it. I think it's a weird child or something. Yeah, another good thing about this place, to go up to the roof, is where I go every morning with my tea. You got views of the city. The city of Byblos. It's windy today as well. Usually it's a lot calmer, but yeah, it's quite cloudy. And that's pretty much my morning routine here in Byblos, living the Lebanon life. Right, so after my morning tea, I usually work for a few hours in the morning. Oh, there's a rat out there. You can see that. Not nice. I usually work for a few hours in the morning, basically as long as I can, to resist eating food for as long as possible. I've been on a bit of a health kick since India, where it's very hard to just stay fit in general. And then I go out and buy some lunch, so let's do that now. So usually I get a whole chicken at this time of day, but both my normal chicken shops are closed. So, don't know what that's all about. We're going to improvise and get what I usually eat with my chicken anyway, which is basically veg, fruit and eggs. Bonjour. Bonjour. Un, deux, trois, and then 3 eggs. Merci. Thank you. Bye bye. So yeah, you might have noticed me paying there with a 100,000 Lebanese pound note, and that is equivalent to basically $1 here, because the hyperinflation is so bad. It's like 3,000% inflation at the moment. So here, I'll show you. Put my eggs and fruit down. You gotta carry around stuff like this. Look how much fucking cash that is, and that's like only about, don't know, it's like $20–25. So you have to carry around huge wads of cash everywhere to counter the inflation. Some places basically put their prices up high and some places put them up low. So I got all of this, like 3 eggs, 2 oranges, a tomato, for like 80 cents. Every time, I swear. Glance to the left, I think there's some sort of demon there. Yeah, but that's the sad reality of life in Lebanon and how their central bank has basically, and government, corrupt government, has destroyed the currency. Alright, I've finished my impoverished lunch. And usually at this time of the day I go see my friends Michelle or Thomas, and we go somewhere in Lebanon or do something, but it's Monday and they're quite busy with work. Maybe I'll see them later. So I've come out to explore the town of Byblos finally, which is one of the oldest cities in the entire world. Hello. You're a cute cat. Middle Eastern cats are just the best. Their eyes are so bright. So I'm now in the archaeological site, because as I said, the town of Byblos is one of the oldest continually inhabited cities on planet Earth, and many empires came here: the Romans, the Ottomans, the Mamelukes, the Egyptians, the Persians, the Assyrians, the Phoenicians. And yeah, this site is kind of all the stuff that's been dug up since the 1800s by archaeologists that proves the age of this amazing city. So let's go dive into history. And this site, which is pretty massive, cost only $2 or 200,000 Lebanese pounds to get into. Awesome. Egyptian tombs, which were discovered after a landslide in 1922. And this is a Roman amphitheatre. Such variation in this archaeological site. The Temple of the Obelisks must have been built by Egyptians. And these are some more Roman antiquities. Roman pillars which were moved here. I mean, a lot of this stuff was moved here. It wasn't just all kind of in this area. It was found in Byblos and kind of collated in this area. Yeah, some Roman pillars that used to be on the street outside the ramparts leading to a temple. So this is the old spring which has provided water for the town since the Neolithic age. Now it's time for the main event, Byblos Castle. I've successfully breached the walls of the Byblos citadel, which was built by crusaders after the conquest of Byblos in 1104 out of the remains of Roman structures and indigenous limestone. You can see here on the edge of the castle how it was reinforced with Roman pillars. The crusaders obviously like recycling. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that archaeological site. It was really peaceful, really well done. That's good for me about coming to Lebanon, is that tourism here hasn't really exploded because, you know, it's got a history as an unstable country, understandably, because of what's happened with the currency. Firstly in the 70s, where the banks collapsed, everyone lost their money, and same thing again in 2019, where if you had money in the bank, it basically was kaput, goodbye. Which is also why they have a culture of kind of just spending money and having fun and going out a lot, because you can't keep your money in a bank here. They can't be trusted. Those two financial crises have obviously left the people with little choice but to seek alternatives, and that's why cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stable coins are massive in this part of the Middle East. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Needed to buy new sunglasses as one of Thomas's friends sat on mine the other day, which was unfortunate, but they were old and belonged to Tilly. I'm now walking through the old souk, which is now a new souk, filled with... I'm okay, thank you. I don't need shoes, just these bad boys. Yeah, which is where the souk used to be in the olden times. Back in the times of the Phoenicians, the Romans, the Egyptians, the Mamelukes, the Ottomans, this port would have been a bustling centre of trade towards Europe, Africa, and yeah, the rest of the Middle East. But now it seems to be just fishing boats and a few like leisure ships either owned by people who live in Byblos or just, yeah, for like tours or trips out to sea. I seem to have come across a little but beautifully maintained church. Oh wow, it's like a little grotto. No idea what this is, a fish fossil expedition, free entry. Whew. Things are hotting up here in Byblos. It's getting exciting. Just calm down. I know this is a lot. It's maybe the best video I've ever made. Yeah, let's see if we can get in there. Cuttlefish, a ray, 100-million-year-old ray.
Welcome.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
English, French, English.
Yes.
There's a museum here. I can give you an explanation about the fossils.
Yes, please do. That would be amazing.
So we find them all in the mountains of Byblos at 800 meters above sea level.
In the mountains?
Yes, because 100 million years ago, which is the age of these fish fossils, Lebanon was entirely under the sea. And then 40 million years ago, due to tectonic plates, the mountains pushed up. This is why now we find fish in the mountains.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So all of them are at the same age, 100 million years old. We find them like this. This is limestone, formed by many layers. We use a hammer.
So there's a fossil in there?
Yes.
How do you know?
Well, of course, they have expertise now. They know where exactly in the land it's rich in fish fossils. Sometimes there are a certain coloration that indicates there's something inside. Sometimes the surface is bumpy like this one. Sometimes like here, you can see it better here. We may find the same fish on both sides. We call them positive, negative, but this is very rare. Most of the time it's only on one side like this one. As you can see, it's covered by sediments. We have to get rid of the sediments to uncover the fish. Of course, more than 80% of the species you see here, they went extinct. And those that still do exist, like the stingray, it had a tiny evolution. You can see its primitive form, many generations.
Oh wow, it's like a little timeline.
Yes.
These extinct species. How much is this?
Well, that was unexpected and kind of cool, to be fair. I guess Byblos is not just known for old buildings, but old fossils as well. And that kind Lebanese girl was telling me that they're basically internationally recognised as some of the best preserved fossils. And like, yeah, cool fossils. Been in lots of magazines like National Geographic, all sorts. So yeah, that was a nice little stop off. Salam. Well, I've settled on a pizza restaurant. It's been a long time since I've had a pizza, so fuck it, let's see what it's like. They got a wood firing oven. 50. What's this? 1,000. Well, that's actually 1 cent There we go. Oh, it's good. It's good. And yeah, if you're wondering in Lebanon why some people speak Arabic, some people speak English, some people speak French. Obviously, it was a French colony for a long time. Yeah, that's why. That's the end, beginning and end of that story. Yeah, like a lot of them, like my friend Thomas and Michelle, basically switch between the 3 languages within the same sentence, conversation, just because the words kind of apply better. It's a very interesting and mixed culture here. Oh, shukran. Thank you. Here goes nothing. You know what? That's actually really good. Shukran. Masalama. See, I can speak Arabic too. I definitely can't. My grasp of Arabic and French is embarrassingly poor. Oh, I've come full circle. I'm back where I started the day, at the beach, to watch the sunset. Because you should never turn down the free entertainment every day that is the sunset and the sunrise. No, not the sunrise for me, because I hate getting up that early, but yeah, can't beat a nice sunset to end the day. The sun has disappeared behind the clouds. Damn clouds, no good sunset today. And this concludes the video in Byblos, which was, yeah, interesting in some ways, I suppose, if you like fossils or archaeology and above the age of 70. But as I've been living here and will continue to live here my whole time in Lebanon, I thought it would be wrong not to give it a video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week from another part of Lebanon.